finish today's, hello, Amber. I barely got to finish today's episode, so my mind is kind of all over the place. I have a bunch of DMs talking about Gage. I haven't seen anything yet. I just finished the episode, I said, so I don't know what the hell is going on.
Right. Oh my gosh. I do not know.
But you know what?
My Instagram notifications from coming over.
I can't see them on my end. We can't see them.
Well, I know, but on my phone. I mean, it disrupts me. It disrupts me because you automatically want to start reading.
Hi, Lisa.
Anyways, welcome back to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where we recap Jeff Lewis Live every weeknight at 6 o'clock California time.
I'm Kelly in California. Hi.
And so I'm minding my own business, listening to Reality Check today because I didn't get to do all of it, even though I did call in at the very end to tell awesome. Amy. Yeah. Well, and since Alyssa usually talks to Amy, Jameson answered, and he was like, "Hi, what's your call and what's your name and what state are you calling from?" I don't know that Jameson's ever. I mean, I've called in on all the radio stations, or everything on Radio Andy, a couple of times each. I'm like, I don't know that he's ever answered, and I'm like, oh my God, is this Jameson? I'm like, you sound so sexy, and I was like, it's Sarah, and he's like, oh my God, hi. And I said, hey, I don't have a question about Winter House. I said, I just wanted to tell Amy that I'm super excited to come into her show this coming weekend, New York. And he was like, oh, is Kelly coming in too? And I'm like, no, I know. Virtual. And I'm like, no, Kelly can't make it. I said, but I will see her in LA soon for Fortune Feimster. And he's like, okay, hold on, let me put you on. So anyway, super fun. But I had not listened to the beginning of it because I was getting a haircut with my son and getting ice cream. So anyways, so I'm minding my own business, trying to finish listening to the whole show. And my phone just starts blowing up. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? So it was just screenshots since we are both blocked by Gage. He blocked us months ago. We never even I never followed him. Did you follow him? We never even followed him and never even looked at his stuff. We don't say bad about him stuff. Why didn't Doug plug the show?
I don't think so.
Our show? I think he did. I mean, he said, watch Sarah and Kelly. I don't know what she's talking about. What changed? And I lost my train of thought. And so it was just a picture of Gage from some Chumpettes. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Chumpettes. Shout out. DMing me that Gage is doing AMA. Ask me anything. And he's like, let's go. And I'm like, oh, shit. So, of course, we knew that people were going, Amy's show. Well, why would he plug that, though? I don't know, because it's Amy's show. I don't know.
I'm all anyways, get to the point.
Land the plane. Yes, I keep reading comments. And so then I go back to listening to listen to Reality Check. And then I looked down and I had 79 notifications on my Instagram. And I'm like, maybe something's going on. So I have not been able to get to them all. But the gist of it, since we're blocked, we can't look at it. The gist of it seems like Gage is saying they went out this past weekend. What is today? Friday last weekend, I guess. Maybe one time with Monroe, maybe another time without Monroe. And maybe Jeff was coming on to him, and maybe he has texts back to prove it or something like that. Lunches, not dinners. Okay, lunches. My thing is, how would those two people go out in LA? How does nobody see them together and know, oh, that's interesting to see them together? Like, why don't we get those screenshots? Why don't we get those pictures? One wasn't PG.
Well, didn't he just...
But you've been driving, coming home from your school Christmas party, so you don't know anything. I know maybe 1% of the information. I'm so confused. I have no idea what's going on.
Sent not PG text. But didn't Jeff get mad at Stu about text messages too?
Between
so
Claudia?
Like, you know, I don't want to say karma, but...
Are the gods not watching over him, as he keeps saying? Does he not have people watching over him and protecting him from shit? I wonder where the protection is tonight.
Remember?
Oh, my goodness.
Did you listen to the show when Alyssa had played it back and it was like 86? Or it's like...
Yes. Yeah, that was funny. So, none of us know any of the facts. I really don't know what to say on it. I feel like I'm a very factual person. I want to know all the facts. I'm assuming there's some phone calls or conversations going on as we speak. I do not know. I cannot even imagine. If I'm getting these DMs, can you imagine what Jeff is
All I have to say.
I mean, his Instagram is going to...
For the last couple days, I've said it. I'll say it again. Say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Like, why would you ever...
If Jeff wrote anything, I bet he's regretting the hell out of it right now.
I'm amazed that he would even put anything in writing. He must have been, like, drinking. There's no way that... What did he always say? A drunk man's words or a... What was that saying? What was it? A sober man's...
drunk man's words or a sober man's truth?
A drunk man's words or a sober man's thoughts. So saying, like, he can say it when he's drunk, but that's really how he feels.
Yeah. Anyways, very interesting. For those that are not blocked by Gage, enjoy the night because we can't look at it. So.
Will this be the end of Jeff and Stu? I mean, it almost feels like...
I don't think any of us can ever... A drunk man's tongue is a sober man's mind.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still like, dumbfounded. I don't even know what to say.
It's like I don't know what to think. I mean,
somebody did tell me, because I guess I felt like when he did the AMA or when he alluded to it last night, didn't he say he was going to come back and say, I figured he would talk about the Scott thing. And a lot of people are DMing me when I tried to skim the DMs. I have not been able to read them all at all. So, I thought he would talk about the Scott thing, that somebody said that he kind of mentioned the Scott thing, said it was not planned, it was coincidental, and then dropped it. And he hadn't said anything more. I don't think any of us knew this other shit was going to come out.
I mean, I think Jeff has a platform. He gets to put his side out there, and I think, you know, his ex-boyfriends or people that are in his life, you know, they don't have that same opportunity to have a platform to voice their opinion. It just seems like Gage is kind of like, no more. I'm just still shocked that Jeff would send an inappropriate. I'm floored. I never, ever, ever, ever thought that Jeff would, like, be attracted to Gage still.
This is all what Gage is saying, though. None of us know the truth.
I don't think he'd say it if he didn't have them, though.
Would he hold up the text and show them? I think that would be completely crossing the line. But I'm just wondering if he has. I don't know,
but I mean, God damn it! It's the weekend. We won't even get to know Jeff's opinion until Monday. What can he say? What?
I know. Why does shit always go down on a Friday?
It does.
I feel like stuff always goes down on a Friday. So, well, let's chat Meghan King, not Meghan King Edmond. She definitely has dropped the Edmond. She's dropped Jim, thank goodness. Meghan King and her new beau, Ben, and then Megan Weaver, of course, were the guests today. They talked a lot about the cooking kibitz. It was really cute.
Yes.
Sounds like it went really well. Meghan stayed awake. Sounds like she was in a great mood. No one's ever talked about or she had not talked about Moonjaro kind of making her pissy, but then she kind of said, yeah, it kind of took the life out, like the excitement of everything out of her. And then they said, I think, was it Shane that said, well, what about your kids? And she's like, I mean, they're,
No, that makes sense because
I have not read all the comments. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments. I don't believe anything that comes out of Gage's mouth. I mean, that's right. I mean, if we know anything, Jeff, and he called him a liar today or yesterday also. He definitely uses the word liar when it comes to Gage.
I honestly skimming my brain right now. I can't think of one lie that Gage has said. What's a lie that Gage has said? Can you think of one? That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, no idea.
Unless it's stuff that he hasn't told us, I don't really remember Gage being a liar.
I don't know. Well, and also he was so smug. Also, Jeff said about the lie is because by omission, Gage did not say they went to lunch and had shopping. He just said we ran into them and they asked about the dog and it was fine and they were happy to see each other. I'm still surprised that happened on Sunday. I'm still surprised Monroe never said anything until he asked about it Wednesday night. Maybe that's surprising to me. Just because she's sick.
Well, maybe I think he didn't have her because he's doing carpool these last few days. I think Gage had her Sunday to Wednesday. She's not even listening.
What?
I think Gage had Monroe. Jeff didn't get Monroe until Thursday. I don't remember why that was important. Oh, hello, Chef Stu. I don't remember why that was. Oh, shit. Aren't you working? It's Friday night. It's not a work night. I can't do all this. Look how flushed I am because I'm so like, what's going on in this world?
Stu, to say we're overwhelmed, I don't know what you've heard, what you know. If we're getting DMs, I can only imagine that you've seen a DM or two about something with Gage tonight. Get lots of comments.
Friday, I'm off. Sarah's hot now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how are you? What are you doing this Friday night?
We'll change the conversation. Hey, I'm trying to talk about Meghan and cooking tidbits. I'm trying. I keep reading comments, though.
I told you that shit looked nasty last night. That Navidad enchiladas. It looked effed up. Stop standing up for Gage.
Martindale, who is standing up for Gage? It will do
you know what? If that means that I'm standing up for Gage, fine. I just don't think Gage is a horrible person. I don't think Jeff's a horrible person. I think they both have flaws just like anybody else.
Like everybody, right? And the thing is, as much as I love to be a listener or a follower or a friend or a follower, whatever they call everything, a listener, we're never going to know everything. There's always three sides to a story, right? One person's side, the other person's side, and the truth. So,
all right, you don't have to be nervous. He's not on here anymore. Let's go back to what we were talking about.
I'm not nervous.
Oh, God. You know what? It just amazes me that someone would have so much drama in their life. Like, it never ceases to amaze me of the amount of chaos that is either created or follows him. Jeff, I'm talking about.
I mean, I made a poll today. Does Jeff's drama, does he bring the drama or does the drama come to him? I haven't checked it lately, but it's like 50-50.
I think it's a combination of both. He brings the drama. Well, he creates drama and drama comes to him.
Yeah, for sure. let's talk about the show because, like I said, we don't know the facts. I'm assuming by y'all saying that Gage is being smug that he's in for the night. I mean, the night is young. It's only 6 o'clock in California time, so it looks like he's ready for a Friday night of drama. I cannot imagine the DMs Jeff must be getting and what he's thinking. Do you think maybe his childhood was chaos, and that's why his adult life is because it's safe to him? But I never feel like his childhood was chaotic. I don't know.
I don't think he had the best relationship with his dad, and parents were divorced. What does this person say? Martindale, you two used to be fun to talk about, Jeff, but this week you two are just shit talkers. Follow Gage. Oh, wait, you can't. That's true, we can't. Come on, girls. I don't understand Martindale. I feel like... Am I being a bitch? Are you being a bitch? I don't think we're being bitches. I think that... I'm
always a bitch. I don't know.
Writing this, I mean, like you said, when the listeners,
it's an emotional roller coaster. One day is literally Stu and Jeff are in love. Everything's going great, and then I hate Gage, and then the next day is Gage and our. And then the next day, I will tell you one thing. I am always all for Jeff and Gage to get along well because it does well for both of their mental health, and especially it does well for Monroe. But getting along to me doesn't mean fucking each other again, especially when you have a boyfriend named Stu. Oh, God. Right?
I don't even know what to say anymore.
I'm dumbfounded. I don't know because I'm not seeing the stories. It's like I'm getting tiny, tiny bits of stuff.
Well,
so
someone
I don't
just
really
said
know what's going on.
Gage is still on the plane, and so he's not going to.
Oh, he's on
That's usually when he does it when he travels. So I'm assuming that when he lands, she said 40 minutes. I'm sorry, I can't remember who the name was.
I thought somebody said it was a video and he's talking. Like he's saying the stuff on a
No, I think the AMA where he takes a picture of the question and then he writes the answer. I don't know. Maybe I read it wrong.
Oh, I don't know. You want to talk about carpool? I'm so stressed.
I know, and we're doing a horrible job right now because we're just like, I don't know. Well, it's videos, it's written answer.
Oh, he's doing videos. He was talking.
He has like a layover, and he's got time to kill.
Oh. The carpool requirement at this school that they have to have at least 2 to 3 people in their. No, but have you ever heard of such a thing? This is why?
No, because it's the way where the school is. It's in a residential neighborhood, so there's all kinds of zoning laws about traffic and parking. So to cut down on cars, so many cars going in that residential neighborhood, that's one of the things the parents have to do. They have to carpool to cut down.
Yeah, for sure. The whole nanny shaming thing, I've never really heard of that, but Meghan brought up a good point.
Right.
She's a mom. She's a female. So she was like, oh, yeah, I get nanny shamed. I have one nanny for 3 kids, and her kids are very young.
Special
but
needs.
Also one of them is
special needs,
autistic, right? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Is he autistic? Or cystic fibrosis?
I don't remember what.
Cystic cerebral palsy? Yeah, but he's special needs for sure. And Jeff, does he really have 4 nannies?
Well, I think he counts Zoila, who's only there part-time. Lisa.
Oh.
I think he only has 2.
I mean, 4? I still don't understand why
what?
Never mind. Now, well, the highs and lows of Jeff and Gage this past couple of weeks, I guess, or months. I was going to say, I still don't understand why they don't share nannies, but never mind.
No.
I don't guess it would work out.
But I do have to say, I would be so upset.
For the sake of Monroe. Just the continuity of the same people in her life.
I was going to say, I would be so pissed off if I was Izzy's mom and somebody forgot my kid. Look, she's not even listening. She's like, Kelly, you talk so I can read the comments. I think it's bad that he left Izzy.
You'd be pissed off if you were Izzy's mom. He didn't say anything about Izzy's parents. He just said he kind of, was he joking about the texting them saying Izzy needs to get out of the after school activities? That way.
Silly.
Wow. You think that went over well with the parents?
And plus, he called Isla. I think it's funny when he says Monroe's a little bitch, but he also said Isla's a little bitch too. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, like, he said those two bitches. No. A kindergarten little girl.
Well, I was going to say.
You can only call your own kid a bitch. And that's borderline.
I was going to say something, but I don't want Martindale to think I'm being mean to Jeff. I can't even remember. I'm so tired. Left my brain. I'll remember it in a minute. He'd be pissed if someone forgot to pick up. Oh, absolutely. He would have.
Especially after the story he told of him as a little boy. These DMs just will not stop. I love it. Especially the story he told us of him as a little boy when his dad would pick him up super late and he just hated that and how it made him feel. So he would never want to do that and then, but I do think, as a kindergarten teacher now, I was a former kindergarten teacher. If you're carpooling, usually the other people will tell you, hey, my cousin's not here, or my cousin should be at whatever. So, the fact that Isla and Monroe didn't say anything at all is kind of weird. But they may not know
I
what
think
day
that
it was.
that Jeff and Shane are like, get in the car,
Thursday,
get in the car, put your seatbelt on, let's go. And so the girls didn't have a chance to even say, wait a minute, you forgot Izzy.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Why do they have
kindergartners?
To remind him?
It's not their responsibility. Jeff would have lost his shit if someone didn't pick up Monroe.
Oh, yeah.
Again, not wrong. Literally, this school performance that they're going to go to, they like to heckle them.
Horrible. You can be mean. I just don't agree with Gage meeting up and lunching with Scott, with Monroe. I see.
We don't even
I don't
agree
think it's
with
bad.
that.
I mean, I really don't think it's bad. I'm sorry, Martindale.
You're right.
Honey,
You're
gonna have to give us a little. If you're a Jeff Lewis fan, you cannot be this offended so easily. Stop. Martindale.
Well, and everyone in life can have an opinion, right? And this is what I know about Jeff.
Like Jameson says.
Yes. This is what I know about Jeff Lewis. We can all hear the same thing, and we can hear it differently. That's what I see from the lives and the comments, the DMs I get, the Facebook, the Instagram. We can all hear the same Jeff Lewis live, but we all interpret it a different way. You know
all
what
right,
I mean?
Martindale.
Yeah.
Don't make me come through this phone, Martindale. Stop, Martindale.
No, we adore you.
Everybody's saying Gage sounded very legit. Legit about having text messages or legit about something happening with Jeff? Maybe.
I'm grumpy, and apparently so are your viewers
Jeff should keep
tonight.
the child support to a minimum. Okay, stupid games win stupid prizes. Team Jeff. Oh, yeah, well.
Oh my gosh. I do love that Monroe has a dark humor and she likes
I don't think she really
from
does.
The audience.
It didn't sound like it. No, I think she likes when it's just them two and they say your dress looks terrible. But when she's on stage with her peers performing, no. They're doing it to torture her.
Yeah. Yeah. That might be different. But even there's some old videos of hi Ann. There's some old videos of Ann, do you follow Gage? I'm so jealous. Why did he block us? Just because we have Instagram accounts for Jeff. But there is a video where Jeff during COVID, where they were doing the show from home and videoing, and Monroe comes up and she says something about sitting in Jeff's chair, and she was like, "No, this is my chair, not Jeff's, not Shane's chair." So I think, and that was That was 2 years ago when she was like 3.5. No, she's probably like 4.5. Yeah. So, somebody sent me the video. So it is a video. It's not just him
and all
doing
I got were
AMAs.
just, pictures, so I didn't get to see the video. Is Gage public? I think
Gage
so.
is
What's his
public.
last name? Gage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Mr. Gage Edward or something. I know it's
I'm not
Mr.
even sure.
MR. Yeah. All I know is they talked about it again today. They kind of joked about Jeff being the cult leader. That's what one of the callers called him. And that don't go down to the basement. Like Scott's waiting for him. Has Scott said anything about this? I doubt it at all.
To look at social media, I'm sure he probably knows not to say anything. I don't think he likes to stir stuff up. Don't disturb his peace. He's just like, I'm going to ignore it.
Yeah.
I think Gage is different. I think Gage is at a point where he's just like fed up with being talked about and not being able to say anything. And that he's like, okay, this is the truth, or this is what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be hard to have. When you said the other day about Tom listening to Jeff talk about this, whether he listens live or when other people tell him what he said, it literally hit me. Oh my God, all these people in Jeff's life hear him talk about them on the radio. It's very, to me, it's like a married couple. If you fight and say mean things at your house or whatever, but when you're out in public and like another couple is fighting in front of you, it is or at a party, we've had that where other people are fighting. We're like, oh my God, this is so awkward. And then if you hear things, it's like, to me, that's 1,000 times worse, right? Because it's like in public. Jeff says this stuff on a worldwide radio show for everyone to know. So to me, that would be even more
absolutely. I just, like I said, I'm just still blown away. I can't believe, like, in the short span of like 2 weeks, so much has happened. Pauses, unpauses. Gage is great. No, now they're fighting. Now Scott and Gage or Skage. And I'm just like, I can't keep my...
Okay. Am I the only one that almost missed this information? When I listened first time, I was getting ready to go have lunch with some family. So I almost missed it, but I was like, wait a minute, what did they say? Is Gage in New York and they were supposed to have a family day? Why is Gage in New York?
Probably.
Coincidentally?
Gage had said that he wants to live in New York. So I'm sure if Monroe was going to be out there and he had the chance to... He said that in one of his Ask Me Anythings, like, what city would you want to live in? He said New York City. But I just think that, you know, the chance, like you said, to go to New York at Christmas time, Monroe's going to be there. They've done that before. He probably kind of planned it out. Me neither.
So I just never knew that before
that
today when Jeff said that.
Hotel, he said.
Yeah, so Jeff, they were supposed to spend Friday a family day, go to lunch, go to shopping, go to the Rockettes. Now, which is technically not Gage's day. So now Jeff is like, never mind, have her back by this day at 1:00 and I'll take her to all that myself. I just never knew that Gage was supposed to be there.
Today was the first time.
Yeah, but his text to him said that the stuff he said was classless.
Oh, the stuff that Jeff said?
Yeah, when Gage texted him.
I think he canceled because he was mad.
The way he was talking to his class, and he'll take her alone.
And then the next day, Gage and Scott had lunch.
Yeah, and then Jeff said that his phone, he was like, Jeffrey was coming out when he was texting Gage back. But all of this therapy that he does, instead of taking whatever he's learning from all of this therapy over all the years, instead Jeffrey was coming out, Jeff said, and Shane had to take his phone away to stop it.
This is what I think.
By whatever means possible, right? By whatever
you can have all the therapy in the world. You can become the most healthiest person in the world, but you're going to still have triggers. I think Jeff has a lot of triggers in life. Gage is a trigger. Scott is a trigger.
Yeah.
Sue's, all that kind of stuff. And I think he just gets triggered and he doesn't know. He does his best to respond. He's still very reactive. But it usually, like he says, takes a couple days for him to be like, okay, I just feel like it's just a lot of shit coming at him right now, too. Like we said, drama. There's just a lot happening.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's huge. The stuff with his dad and Claudia, he hasn't really talked about it. Like I said, yesterday's telenovela is what I thought he was leading up to, was going to be some kind of, update on Tom and Claudia. And it ended up being something else. And that's why I said last night on the live, how much stress can he take? Like, how much conflict can he take between so many different people?
I'm not shitty, but he's not in the best of health right now. I'm glad the UTI is gone, but he still has to have the colonoscopy. He still has to have the back surgery. And then his life is so stressful. Not only that, but I feel like his work is stressful too. So not only is the radio show stressful, relationships, work, it's just like, how does he sleep?
Well, and also he's getting his hormones under check. Do you think his hormones are fixed or not? He was so happy with this new hormone doctor, and it's been a couple of weeks. It's been like a month or more.
You know what,
with this new doctor. His hormones
you do get a little horny around your period, so maybe that's what's going on.
Oh my goodness! Somebody's asking. Yes. Stu, even on Reality Checked, Amy said today and yesterday maybe that Stu and someone named, it's the person that's like the host, if you want to call it, of the venue in New York, this Green 42 room. That person is going to be on Wednesday. So Chef Stu will be on Reality Checked while they're both in New York City.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So that's exciting. Yeah. So that will be on Wednesday. So I will still be in New York, so I will be able to listen to that one live. So
I just can't believe we have to go all weekend.
And then he's going to Caroline's. And I almost feel like, is Amy going to that too? I feel like Amy's doing that with them. Why do I think that?
I feel like we've heard that, but maybe not. I'm not sure.
Maybe it was on his subscription stories.
Maybe.
Stu's subscription stories. What did you think? I thought you would get a kick out of this. Them saying that he wants a JLL brand. He wants to brand the chumps with a martini glass on your left.
Yes. I'm all about tattoos, but I don't want a brand.
He'll be back in 10 minutes, apparently. I assume they mean Gage.
Probably.
Is he literally giving these updates like this?
You think Jeff will address this on the show? I don't understand how Jeff cannot address it on the show. Like, he's going to have to say something. Gage has basically backed him up into a corner. Like, he would have to address it.
Who can I call on video chat and you can show me your phone as Gage goes live on these Instagrams or whatever he's doing? How can we figure out that technology?
I have my personal account attached to him. Don't report me.
But do you have another iPad or a phone to log into?
No, but I
you need two devices. Okay, call me after. Yeah, I know. Call me after the thing. I want to see it live, though.
Make a burner.
Oh, I'll call Martindale. Are you mad at Martindale?
Do you mind helping us out now?
Just log out. You can view.
With Instagram, if you've been blocked by someone, you can't just create another account to go and look at them because they can. It gives them the option to block all accounts that you might try to make. So.
Yeah. He's even got, so I have a backup account just so in case we ever get in trouble here called Jeff Lewis Obsessed Backup. Oh. He's blocked me on that too. So he just saw the name and yeah, I'm blocked on both of mine. And I don't have another I don't do fake I don't have another Instagram account besides this. I just use this for Jeff Lewis. So yeah, that's all I have. Well, both accounts, but it makes sense because it's clear they're both called Jeff Lewis Obsessed and Jeff Lewis Obsessed Backup.
Right.
So he knows it's me.
You know what I mean? I will say this, and pinch me. I would love to be up in some Facebook groups right now. I'm trying to see what the fuck people are saying. I will not say this. I will not speak their names. But I'm just saying.
I agree, Martindale. That is the good thing about Jeff Lewis friends, or at least ours. I really think we have such a good group of chumpettes that we're small but mighty. I really feel like we all can have different opinions. Oh, God. Is somebody else blocked by Gage?
I don't know.
Tonight? This is becoming like blocked by Jax Taylor. How Jax Taylor in a Rena? Like, I'm surviving Rena. No. I'm not blocked by Rena yet.
This has been
a great therapy session. I made a story on that today on TikTok because I literally came out of the gym sauna and I was like, okay, do I need to start drinking wine? Do I need to smoke pot? What do I need to do? Because I am like an empath taking all this stress on. The stress that I thought was Tom
that just
and Claudia stress. Now, yesterday, we find out it's also...
He just had that gigantic stressor, too. I completely forgot.
I mean, it's all so raw for him. I'm dying. I don't know how he is not have high blood pressure. Isn't that what's caused by stress? Does stress make you sick?
Absolutely. High blood pressure. But he's a type A personality, that like go. His little heart can't take that. His little heart cannot take that.
I know.
How many gay walks can a man go on?
I know. My heart can't take it, and it's not even me. And people DM me all the time saying, oh my God, I'm so upset. This has got me so stressed out. And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I know. That's why this is literally our Jeff Lewis group therapy.
I'm just still...
He definitely has plenty of good doctors. And Scary Sherry. Scary Sherry, I believe.
Why didn't she predict this? He is
very close to her. She went to the Universal thing. She was at Thanksgiving.
Why didn't she predict this and say, Jeff, watch your back with Gage. Don't text him when you're missing him.
Do you think Scary Sherry
those are the details he wants. Like, please help me so that I don't make a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah.
My point was that somebody said, I think it was Penny, this has been a very good therapy session. I feel like I've sat here the whole time and gone like this. I don't even...
I don't think I'm breathing all night. I think I need to...
Diane.
And when Stu got on...
Get out of here. We're talking. The moms are talking. Get out. Yeah, it's crazy, Miss Dane Sudish. It is cray-cray. I've been working, too. I'm just getting all this now. It's
Well, it's all going down tonight. That's the thing. But apparently he said he'll get back on in 40 minutes. His Wi-Fi isn't working. Damn,
what did Jeff exactly text him? We don't know. I don't think Gage said that. He just said something about it was not PG. Is that what he said?
Yeah, not PG is the DM that I got. And I don't know if that's what Gage said, or I don't know if that's what the people DM. No, more than one person used the term not PG with me. So that must have been what he literally said.
These boys are a mess. These boys are a mess.
What does what not PG mean?
Huh?
30 minutes ago he said that. Okay. This is not the
But you know what's crazy? I cannot... How much anxiety does Jeff have to feel that he has a live show 5 days a week that's about his life, and then when shit blows up and things happen, and he's like, oh my God, now I have to deal with this and talk about this on Monday. Not only do we have to wait, but he has to wait and like stress out and...
I mean, somebody's asking if Shane knows. I bet Shane and Jeff both know They always have their phones on them. They can see their phones blowing up. And like I said, I looked down and I had 79 notifications. I was like, what is going on? Like, I have 3 followers.
Right.
I have 79 notifications all of a sudden.
All right.
Gage did say daddy times 2. I did like the joke about whenever Stu texted today. It was like, OMFG,
exactly.
You left
all
the kid at
Stu
school?
loses his phone and wallet. Jeff loses a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding for Stu.
I've never heard Jeff talk about not getting paid, but it sounds like, oh, here I am not getting paid again? So are their paychecks slow to come?
No, they're a corporation. I feel like it must be something else because Jameson and Alyssa have never said, oh, I haven't got paid. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It sounded like Jeff did. And then he was saying that he wanted an audio thing of like, I want to get paid or something like that. The trainer, he mentioned the trainer's name when he was talking about when he was talking about Shane becoming a twink or a twunk. I literally had to look up.
I didn't know it was a real thing. I thought they just made it up.
Yeah, so I made a story about it. A twink is usually super thin, not muscular, usually hairless, kind of young. A twunk is just a little bit more muscular. The example said like Justin Bieber. So thin and small, twinkish, but more muscular. Oh, Jeff's checks were always late. See, I totally missed that. Everyone's saying that. Thank you. That's why we need each other.
Why does Ken have to take sexual harassment training if he doesn't work for Sirius?
Didn't Gage F
what?
The trainer?
Bieber.
I cannot imagine Jeff using the same trainer if Gage had a relationship with someone. I don't know. I don't know. Think twinks 20s, twonk 30s. That's funny. Twonk. It was twonk, like hunk, but a twink hunk. That's what the thing said whenever I Googled it. But the name that Jeff said is the same name that Stu has tagged when he's posted one or two workout things.
Sorry. He's training with Stu's trainer? Jeff is?
I mean, it's the same name that Stu's tagged with as his trainer. And then, so he's getting Shane 10 lessons with him, 10 workouts with him. I don't think Shane really wants to work out. He definitely doesn't need Mounjaro. He doesn't need to be doing cardio. And he was like, hell no to the stop drinking.
It's also messy. It's very messy.
Why would Jeff, besides meeting a guy at the gym, why would Jeff want Shane to work out? Like, Shane works hard with him, and then he goes on dates.
That's
like,
true.
He doesn't have time for the gym. It was some guy named Sean. When he said the name, that's the name that Stu has tagged before. Yeah. It's probably still on Stu's stories. No, not stories. His posts, maybe? He's got 1 or 2, I think, gym pictures, I think. I can't see Shane working out.
Jeff is manipulating him, knowing that he won't drink anymore. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. I think that Jeff is trying to get Shane not to drink as much and be healthier so he doesn't get strep throat again. So he's actually getting him a trainer so that he shapes up. Because he even said once a week, and Jeff's like, no, twice a week.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. He's 25. I mean, I was into the gym at that age. Too. I've always gone to the gym. I've always been a gym rat and enjoyed it. It's just nothing that Shane's ever talked about. Like, we know Jameson is a big runner. So we know that Jameson has always talked about being a runner, and that's his, exercise outlet, and his, he loves running. So I did think it was weird when that caller called in and said, what does Stu think of all this Gage and Scott drama? Which now, how I can afford getting strapped. But he said that Stu is loving all this drama. He's giddy, and he thinks he was jealous which I think makes sense. I would be jealous too if I were dating someone and he had any kind. I wouldn't want them to be mean with each other, because that doesn't do any good for anybody, especially Monroe. But I definitely wouldn't want them to be getting along so well.
I wouldn't want them to be hanging out without Monroe. Did you?
Yes. And is that what people are saying said happened in his stories, or was he?
I'm sorry, I was reading a question somebody had, but say that again.
Are they saying that they had lunch without Monroe, or is he being vague? Has he said specifically? Oh, okay. Does anyone know? Because to me, that does make a difference. That is, unless you're wanting to get together, but you can do that on the phone. I understand as a parent, if I were not with my husband, we would have lots of conversations about our kid that needed to happen without a kid present. So I do understand that, but that doesn't need to be lunch. That needs to be a phone call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But Jeff is very worried about Monroe's reaction. So now I'm Shannon. I'm questioning everything now.
Yeah, it definitely flipped everything.
Take a 67 break.
And watch.
Lots to unpack. That is the name. Lane Time Fitness. That is Sandy, the whatever. Yes. And that's the same name that he said, Sean Lane. Yeah. I knew it sounded familiar. I've got a weird, sometimes I remember stuff, sometimes I can't.
People are saying no, it was both Friday and Saturday were Daddy and Gage. I mean, Daddy and Monroe things. I can't even talk anymore.
Did Gage say that for real? I didn't get that.
I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that they hung out by themselves. I might have been wrong.
Yeah, I don't know that. Oh my God. You want to talk music and then we'll wrap things up and all go have, I might have a stiff drink.
We had Feel So Close by.
I might start smoking pot. Does pot help relax? Where can I get some pot? Is that even called, is it pot? Is it weed? Is it CBD? I don't even know what I need. How do I get that?
Feel So Close by Calvin Harris and Give Me Everything, Pitbull and not Neo, the one that just cheated on his wife. Yeah.
Oh, edibles. Oh, I want a gummy bear one day. That sounds fun. Is a gummy really a gummy bear? Like, I want it to be sweet and sugary and taste like cherry.
Yeah, I think they do.
We need to do another video after we watch the video.
You know what? Maybe Sarah and I will put on a podcast and try it on Spotify after we kind of digest things and maybe come back. Oh my God, I made myself bleed. Sounded weird too. But that maybe we'll do a video or something, or a podcast about it. What do you think? We could do that.
We could do that. Our podcast is on Spotify, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. Can we please go live again after you watch his story? But we can't see his stories. That's the problem. We can't see them. If he's doing pictures, that's great. If he's doing videos, I need the video sent because he can't share them to us because he's got us blocked.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. I got to go process. I got to listen to this again, and I got to look at the DMs. And
oh, she sent them. Okay. They might have sent them. I've been on this Instagram for 51 minutes, so they might. Oh, thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Yes, DM me. Yeah, DM me.
All right.
Oh, someone will give me their login info.
Thanks,
man,
Sandy.
Y'all are the best. Y'all really know how to make a girl. Oh, my gosh. I want all the facts.
I know.
I don't want to hear it secondhand. I want the facts. I want to hear exactly. I want to see his mannerisms. I want to see, is he smirking? Is he sad?
Yeah.
Is he happy about this?
Yeah.
I want to know it all. Mention it all, fucking Gage. Mention it all.
All right. We'll be back maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Bye.
Bye.